Okay, what's going on, everybody? My name is Mangg. Welcome back for some more Dominion 6. Last time we did L.A. Soverus. Soverus, I guess is how it would be pronounced. Soverus. Basically, if the Rus nations became the Soviet Union with a lot of guns and grenades and trucks and tanks. It was really overpowered, as you might imagine. But it was fun. We shot up all of Utgard and filled them with lead. Let's move on to another one. Maybe something a bit more sensible. 323 is M.A. Zarahemla, Reign of Judges. Okay, I don't know what this one is. This is a newer edition. Oh, okay, it's from this mod. This is from Stego New World. And it's sort of inspired by the history and mythology of the Americas. And so there's 3 nations in here. A line of Book of Mormon based nations. Nation of giants that fled Hinnom and have landed in the New World, split between the generally well-armored and righteous Nephites and the more numerous Lamanites found outside of the forts. Okay, I don't know. I don't know anything about the Book of Mormon. I'm gonna be real honest with you. I mean, I've heard like snippets. I know it's been parodied and ridiculed a bunch. Like, there's a musical that I have not seen or heard anything really about, and maybe there's some South Park stuff. I have no idea. All I care about is the nation good and fun. That's what I care about. So I guess it's been a long time since we played with Dominions Enhanced, but again, we're gonna leave it out. And we're going to enable Stego's New World. Okay. Yeah. This feels like kind of a vanilla sort of nation. We're going to play on a donut, a circle world, vanilla, large. We have not done this in a long time now. We're going to go with 6-player donut. Zarahemla, Reign of Judges. So yeah, there's an EA, an MA, and an LA. We're just jumping to the MA here. Zarahemla is a grand city inhabited by 2 tribes descended from the giants of Hinnom, the Nephites and the Mulakites. Both sought refuge across the sea from the Abyssinian tide of fire. Zarahemla was originally founded by the Mulakites, who are descendants of a Melkart whose city was raised by the Abyssinians. The Nephites descend from Avites and once had their own nation before being driven out of their lands by the Lamanites. Jesus. When the tribes met, the Nephites taught the Mulakites their language and shared their records. The Mulakites have accepted the government of the Nephites and now hold positions of spiritual power over the lower priests of the Nephites. The Lamanites have become more abundant than either the Nephites or the Mulakites. They have established their own cities and have readopted much of the knowledge that their ancestors had forgotten. The Lamanites have warred with the Nephites for generations, but recently the old feuds have begun to fade, and the tribes have entered an era of cooperation and prosperity. So a race entirely of giants, giant infantry, and chariots. We get strong fire, earth, and astral magic, some nature, death, glamour, and air. Strong priests, order +1, and 2 free bless points with giant forts. Alright, so the sprite work here is a little rough around the edges, but, you know, it's serviceable, I suppose. It's definitely an attempt to somewhat mimic the style of vanilla. Lamanite Scout, Stealth 50, Mountain Forest Survival, standard. Lamanite Captain can be recruited outside forts as well. It's pretty nice. 100 Leadership with a gold star. 80 gold. Forest Mountain Survival. That's very nice. Nephite Captain. 100 leadership. Better armored, for sure. So, if you can recruit a Nephite, you may as well. Mulekite Captain. Also, only 100 leadership. They do get Fire Resist 5 and Gluttony 2. I mean, they're a bit beefier, I suppose. Yeah, I guess they have worse protection, it seems. But they have more hit points. Nephite Minister. 1 nature and sacred. Yeah, pretty much a research monkey that we're not going to recruit. Nephite Priest. 2 nature, 1 holy. Okay, you're getting somewhere, maybe. Maybe. Melchizedek Elder. 2 holy. Fire, Earth, Astral twice, 10% for another one. And 100 leadership on top of it. For 200 gold. Honestly, you may as well just recruit these as your commanders. It's pretty nice. Lamanite Sorcerer can be recruited outside forts as well. 250 gold. 1 nature, 1 death. Air, death, nature, glamour, and air, astral, death, nature. Okay. So there is potential for 3 death out of these bad boys. Or 3 nature. I think the odds are good you're going to have 2 death or 2 nature in the mix. But you could end up with 1 air, 1 astral. You could end up with a jumble, but... Okay. Now, they do have an Eft Researcher 3, so they're only going to have 10 for 250 gold. It's not amazing. But this might be the mage we go with. Melchizedek Patriarch, cap only. 460 gold, but still only 2 recruitment points. They get 1 fire, 1 earth, 1 astral, 3 holy, and then fire, earth, astral twice, 10% for another one. Biggest problem with them, of course, is they're old. Fortune Teller 10. Fire Resist 5. They have 34 base hit points, 2 natural protection, 11 base defense, -1 for old age, 11 base attack, 18 MR, 13 morale, 110 leadership. They do have decent thug potential, though. Having Earth Astral and being sacred with Holy. You know, Body, Ethereal, Temper, Flesh, Personal Iron Skin is already a pretty nice combo. Astral Shield as well. And they have 34 base hit points. Full gear slots. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. Also, 2 recruitment points. If we can afford to get these, that's a lot of gold every single turn. I mean, I guess not at the start, but I think later on, if we're swimming in money because of scales, we probably just start making these. And I might take Unaging. I almost never do, because you actually have to take Death Scale to do it. But maybe. Amulanite Priest, non-fort provinces. 2 fire, fire, death, glamour. Heretic 1, cause and rest 5. Yeah. Doesn't really give us much that we can't get elsewhere. Father of Serpents, non-fort forests. 4 recruitment points, 510 gold. 1 death, 2 nature, 3 glamour. Fire, death, nature, 10% for another one. 46 base hit points, size 6. 6 natural protection, 9 defense, 18 MR, 15 morale. 14 base attack, full gear slots. With poison resist 15, stealth 60, forest survival, spirit sight. If they get fire, they have Shroud of Splendor, which gives them awe, which is very strong. They have personal regen out the gate, Shroud of Bewilderment out the gate. Skeletal Body is pretty useful. If they get Death 2, they can upcast into Soul Vortex and Invulnerability. Nature 3, I'm not quite sure, other than like Howl or something. But yeah, there is some strong thug potential here as well. Units. We have the Lamanite Swordsman. Can be recruited outside forts as well. 21 hit points, size 4, 1 natural protection, 15 defense with a parry 4 shield, 12 MR, 11 morale, and a 20 damage broadsword, 12 attack. This is a very solid sort of base unit. Sure, they don't have any protection, but 15 defense with that shield and 21 hit points is not bad. And 12 attack, 20 damage. Lamanite Spearman, pretty similar. 14 defense with the shield, 11 attack on the weapon, but 17 piercing, length 3. I'd probably lean more towards the shield, sword, especially with the +1 defense. Lamanite Archer, no armor of any kind, no shield. They have a range 50 great bow for 18 piercing. That's going to be tough to use. Nephite Spearman, 21 hit points, 18 protection on the body, 12 defense with a parry 4 shield, 12 MR, 12 morale, 17 damage on the spear, 11 attack. Yeah, I have a feeling this nation's going to be pretty ridiculous if that's our 4th unit we're looking at. Nephite Swordsman, pretty similar. 18 protection, 21 hit points, 13 defense with the shield, 20 damage on the broadsword, 12 attack. Nephite Archer, same thing. They use the Great Bow, 18 piercing, range 50, but they have the 18 protection. Mulakite Swordsman, the big boys. 35 hit points, size 6, so 1 to a square. 13 protection, 14 defense with a parry 4 shield, 12 MR, 13 morale, 13 speed, fire resist 5, and a length 2, 12 attack, 24 slashing damage broadsword. Not bad. The 1 to a square probably hurts them the most, and I actually probably would lean towards the Nephite Swordsman. Because, I mean, each square is sending out 20 slashing, whereas here it's sending out 24 damage slashing. You're almost doubling your damage output by going with these. These guys are hardier, yes, at 35 hit points, but they suffer from protection. And they don't have that much, I mean, they have 1 extra defense. The biggest thing they do have, I guess, is the length 2 sword, so they can repel other swords. That is a factor, but I'd still rather go with this. Mulakite Archer, range 50 great bow, 20 piercing. Ridiculous. They also have length 2 short swords, 12 attack, 23 damage. And they have 13 protection, 35 hit points. I'd say you hit the trifecta here pretty nicely. You could exclusively make these and do just fine. Yeah, but we kind of just did that playstyle last time, so we'll go back to melee. Mulakite Spearman, 13 protection, 13 defense, parry 4 shield, length 4 spear, 11 attack, 21 piercing. If that attack value was higher, if this was like a 13, I'd say absolutely, hell yeah. But 11 is just, it's fine. They're not going to get as many repels as I'd like, though. Lamanite Charioteer can recruit outside forts as well. 21 hit points, size 4, 1 protection, 17 defense with a parry 4 shield. They have a javelin, spear for 17 damage. Chariot is a taper. 27 hit points, size 7 trampler, 7 protection, 10 defense, 6 MR, good god, 9 morale, 15 damage hoof, 15 speed. Yeah, they're kind of pricey, but not too bad. I think it's okay. As far as a chariot is concerned, it's not bad. You'll still need a lot of them, but 27 hit point on the taper with 7 protection. It's not bad. Nephite Charioteer bumps up the rider quite a bit, but the chariot itself is the exact same. So, I don't know. I'd probably just pay for the cheaper one. Stripling Warrior can be recruited outside forts as well. They can be recruited in any province with 3 Dominion or higher, but they don't require a temple. Jesus. If you didn't catch that, you can recruit these guys in literally any province you control that doesn't have a fort. Any of them. They don't need anything to build these. As long as there isn't a fort there, you can make these. And they take 5 resources, 15 recruitment points, 15 gold. They have 23 hit points, size 4, 1 natural protection, 13 defense with a parry 4 shield, 12 MR, 14 morale, 13 speed, mountain forest survival, and an 18 damage spear with 10 attack. Now, to be clear, they are essentially the same thing as these. The Lamanite Spearmen. They're actually slightly worse than the Lamanite Spearmen, but they are sacred. Which means that if we went with a full Rainbow Mage Working Man Bless, we could bump these guys up to like 18 defense and like, 16, 17 attack, 21, 22 damage. They will get a lot of kills, and we would have a lot of them. Defender of Liberty, cap only sacred. This is the other sacred option we could go for. 23 hit points, size 4, 18 protection on the body, 13 defense, no shield, 13 MR, 14 morale, 9 speed. They have standard 1. And a Great Dawn Blade. 15 attack, 30 slashing magic damage. That is a very hard-hitting weapon. Now, here's the real weird thing. It's length 1. I don't get that. I don't really get that at all. Why is this two-handed sword length 1 and it's a Great Dawn Blade two-handed? Are they wielding just like a short sword in 2 hands? I think that's a mistake. That should be length 2. And that is a factor. That is definitely a factor. The nice thing is, if we pick a bless that's amazing for these guys, it's also amazing for these guys. So there's really not much problem here. I think in both cases, Stygian Flesh is still a very strong choice. These guys have 1 protection. And so even if pretty much every attack we have either misses or hits the shield, that shield's only 16 protection. It's not that good. So throwing Stygian Flesh on there is going to be pretty good. We could go for an alternate. We could go for Awe and Air Shield or something to try to bypass damage in other ways. But Stygian Flesh is pretty easy to get compared to the more expansive stuff. There's also Bark Skin, which would get us up to 8 protection. It's okay. We'd have to have the fire susceptibility, which we'd probably want to work our way out of. Hard to say. Summons, we got Testator of Kolob, Herald of Kolob, Destroyer, Celestial Angel, Celestial Angel, Celestial Angel. Which already has Invulnerable 10. Awe 3. Recuperation, Spirit Sight, Praise 2. Praise 2 on a unit. Sacred with an Apotropaic Sword. Pretty good. Terrestrial Angel, Jesus. 35 hit points, 23 protection, 29 versus Mundane, 17 defense with a parry 5 Heavenly Shield, 18 MR, 18 morale, off 5. Recuperation, Spirit Sight, Disease Resist 100, Praise 5, and a 26 damage Heavenly Sword. Armor Piercing that does holy damage on hit, 7 armor negating versus undead and demons, and Holy Fire. 7 armor piercing fire, AoE 1, double versus undead and demon. This thing is cracked. Also, Sasquatches as a commander. Assassin 5! Get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. A Sasquatch Ninja, sure. Glamour 1, Stealth 90. Sure. I mean... I'm surprised they don't hit harder, I guess. 14 damage on a fist. It's decent, but... yeah, I don't know. I think they still might struggle. And then the Hodag, which is a nice Wisconsin thing. The Rhinelander. That's their sort of cryptid. 73 hit points, size 9, 13 protection, 6 defense, 8 MR, 50 morale, fear 5, fire resist 10, berserker 5. That's pretty good. Up to 18 protection once it takes damage. 23 damage claw, 25 damage gore, and the 23 damage thagomizer. AoE 1 defense negates. Biggest problem with that is their abysmal attack values. But they're mainly just big balls of tankiness that have a fear aura, I guess. Okay, let's look at spells then. Conjuration. We can summon a Hodag for 5 fire gems. 2 fire. That's pretty good, actually. That's way better than I was expecting. We'll probably go for that. Sasquatch, you get 1 for 10 nature gems. That I just don't see as worth it, but I don't know. Celestial Angels. You get... oh my god. You get 5 plus 1/2 for 15 pearls. Now that is expensive. 1 for 3. I just didn't expect it to be so accessible and to have, like, scaling. Testator of Kalob, Commander for 15. Terrestrial Angels, that's the armored insane ones. That doesn't scale. You get 5 of them for 20 pearls. That is very expensive. I'm going to be honest. It's almost prohibitively expensive for 5 units, but hard to say. Okay. But this maybe. This is the unarmored one. They have invulnerable 10. It scales okay. If we have 6 Astral on a Pretender, you're getting 7 for 15. Almost 1 for 2 pearls. Still expensive, but maybe. Alteration, nothing. Evocation, nothing. Construction, I'll guess probably nothing. Enchantment, nothing. Thaumaturgy, nothing. Blood magic, of course, nothing. And divine, nothing. Okay. Not a whole lot there. So the real question then is, do I pick a Bless for the Celestial Angels and we go down that route? Honestly, I still think the Bless that we would go with for the other guys is still good enough. The only thing that would be worthless is Stygian Flesh or Bark Skin. Doesn't really help them at all. As an alternative, we could go with Fortitude. Hold on. Am I getting... yeah, Fortitude for Fizz Resist. That's good on basically everybody. But we'd have to go Big Earth, which hurts the whole big multi-bless thing. There is some unique options here, I see. We have the Tree Feller. Paul Bunyan. That's right, because this is based on the history and mythology of the Americas. So you can get Paul Bunyan as your god. Productivity +1, water, earth, cold resist 5, gluttony 5, resource bonus 30, and he's got a 43 damage double axe. He also comes with a blue ox at the side every battle. We don't have stats on that, but based on this guy, good God, this is shit. Utter garbage, man. Jesus. Ancient of Days. Fire astral nature. He is sacred to himself, so he can be blessed. Awe 7 is insanely high. There's no other way. There's no way to get Awe 7, I don't think, outside of like a pretender that has it. Invulnerable 20, Fire 15, Poison 25, Recuperation, Spirit Sight, Inspirational 1, Disease Resist 100, Combat Caster, Affliction Resist 20. He's got 52 hit points only, size 4, 23 protection, but 32 versus Mundane. 18 MR, 30 morale. And then he has the Sword of God, length 2, 20 attack, 40 slashing magic damage, armor piercing, plus holy fire, 8 fire armor piercing, area effect 3. Jesus Christ. I think I have to take him. That's just gross, isn't it? This guy's just gross. As far as scales is concerned, I mean, we have a lot of sacred options, granted. So we can make a lot of stripling warriors everywhere for dirt cheap. Relatively dirt cheap. But if we want to make Defenders of Liberty out of the capital, these guys are not cheap. 43 resources each. It's pretty pricey. So I think our plan was to go with the Nephite Swordsman and probably no Archer. This is just too damaging. So yeah, I would say we need Order 1, Productivity 1. I don't think we're going to go for Unaging, so there's that. I think we have to go Dormant, unfortunately, because this guy was pricey. We'll go Misfortune. Probably Cold 1. That sucks. 30 points is way too much to leave on the table. I hate to take Drain. Our magic's not that good. So I guess we could take Death 1. Now I'm leaving 35 points on the table. Jesus. That's unacceptable. Wow, he's just so many points. Well, so we could go Earth for Temper Flesh. Because his protection versus non-mundane is 23, which is good. It's good, but it's not amazing. Or we could take water for Moss Body or air for Mist Form. But I think Earth is probably the best bet. But yeah, we're definitely not getting any big blessed stuff here. So they'll be okay, but not amazing. The Angels are going to be amazing kind of regardless. And Yeah, we don't get. Boy, we don't get much. Oh no, you have to take magic scale for unaging, not death. That's for poison weapons. Uh, um. Yeah, basically I can just stack on a lot of attack, and that's about it. Unless we want to go Nature 5 instead of Astral 5, then I can grab Berserker. But I don't think that really helps us. That exacerbates the defense problem. We need them to be more survivable, not less. But I think I'll go Nature 5 regardless. Yeah, if we go water instead, we can grab defense, which I think is mostly what I actually want. 4 defense. 3 defense, 4 attack. That's it. That's it. I mean, that is a great bless for pretty much any sacred unit in the game. You'll never go really wrong with that as a bless. Okay, that's what we're doing. Mikhail. Or Michael. I guess it's just Michael. The angel. Makes sense. And we're doing 4 and 4. 4 and 8. Yeah, 4 and 8. Okay. Start with access to the underground and with 2 thrones in sight, but not in our cap circle. That's good. So, we could start to get Defenders of Liberty. They will be pretty mean customers. But they're expensive. I can only get a few of them. Whereas if we will go with our Nephite Swordsman, we can get 4 of them. Point taken. Yeah, and then for mages, I guess we're gonna go with the Melchizedek Elder. It's not really so hot, but it is always nice to have abundance of priests. For research, we just want to get our man ready to go. Alright, let's hit up some militia. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good. Can get stripling warriors now. But we may as well reserve that for this once we get 3 Dominion. Little slow. We lost a spearman, but that's all right. Well, we got some thrones that our guy can definitely take. I mean, maybe not this one. That could be a little iffy. It's a lot of fatigue damage they do. But we can take that with the army. That's fine. Yeah, we definitely don't have much pearl income to start. I wish that was higher. Those angels are very good if we can get them. Strong Bay right there. Okay, we'll want to work our way here to Moravia, one way or the other. Should go ahead and scout that. Yeah. Big sacreds, baby. Big sacreds, baby. Alright, yeah, there's no one here, so we'll take over all this territory. Get Moravia, get this connection, and then see what's what for a fourth one. We'll see where all the thrones are soon enough. You, my friend, with 2 astral, you're going to go around and build temples everywhere and search everywhere. Alright, yeah, so 14 attack, 16 defense with the parry 4 shield. They're not amazing. They still only have 1 protection. But we can recruit them everywhere. So they're just like a really good infantry that we can have. Beautiful. Oh yeah, we do have to take this. Yeah. I mean, they're not amazing. But we had to pay quite a lot for that deity. And our deity has arrived. Yeah, I mean, I'd be impressed if he couldn't just take this throne right away, but I want to work my way north a little bit. We got Ashdod right there. Actually, maybe I send him underground, although there are Beck rides there, which hit kind of hard, but I mean, Jesus, 32 protection. Aw, 7. And he'll have body ethereal. I mean, He doesn't need anything. You're gonna cast on yourself. Body ethereal. Moss body. That's pretty much it. Quicken self, I suppose. Attack closest. Okay, strong bay is another one that's not too bad. I think we want to get a guy here to build a fort. I'm going to take the Bog of Beasts. We'll clear this circle. I'm sure I'm stepping on toes. Yep. It sure seems like no damage whatsoever. If they could even land a shot on him, awe rolls of 25 on average versus morale rolls of like 11 on average. Yeah. So if anyone could even possibly land a shot. Damage roll negative 22. Oh, that's his own holy fire. Okay, yeah. Obviously, he's not going to take damage from that because he's got great fire resist. No, I don't think any of them even could swing at him. Boss 7 is crazy. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we could clear this. It's actually 151 income here, so we may as well. We've bumped into Vanarus here. We will be friends with the Vanarusians. Just wait. We'll get your time. How did we bump into... Oh, he sailed across? Oh, we bumped into Agartha. Oh, no, he came from the underground. Ooh, that could complicate things. Okay, so he did moss body himself. It's just not really evident. Yeah, he is ridiculously good. Oh no, we don't want to do that, but fuck me, he's got 2 thrones down there? What a little bitch ass. Shit. Okay, we may end up going to war with him. We'll see. We'll see. But we're going to take all the territory we can here. Vanarus accepted. We found a painted cave. That's good. It's a joy to watch this guy in action. Crazy. Okay. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Band of mercenaries in Dragon Ridge. Okay, well, we're on our way back that way. Cuts off my income from all these places, though. Annoying. Yeah, we could start to get hodags. If you ever found a fire site. For now, I'm gonna go construction. This guy really wants some reinvigoration stuff. Although I don't have to quicken him. I'd probably take that off. Defenders of Liberty are doing pretty well. I think he's gonna go take this on. So you're gonna drop Quicken Self. You're going to instead put on Liquid Body, slowing yourself. And you're going to put on Personal Regen and Fire Shield. That's what you're going to do. Yep. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. We have a lot of Earth, but I don't think Earth 2 is even... Is it possible? Yes, we can get Earth 2. We should have Earth 2. We have a Fire 3 guy. How do we not have Earth 2? There he is. Okay, just making sure. So you can make Black Steel full plate, but I don't think we really need something like that. Well, we do against any form of magical damage. Like we don't have much for that. But I don't really want that much encumbrance on this guy. He's already fatiguing out from his buffs and shit. That 46 fatigue when he finishes his buffs, but they are pretty good buffs. It's a lot of arrows. Yeah, he's fine. He is a boss man. Can't seem to be friends with Agartha. Now we got some units, huh? Now we got some units. I think we're conceding a lot of territory on the north to Ashdod. Just because it doesn't really concern me that much. I wish we had a better understanding of the nature of the underground, if there's a way for me to get there. So let's get a scout to poke around down there. Alright, we got the Throne of the First Age, Dominion Spread 3. Blessed troops give magic resist +1. Can't complain about that. I'm actually going to have him search here just because throne spots tend to have more. And we're going to build a palisade there, of course. And you guys have big leadership, so one of you will join us on our conquest of this throne. You're going down. You're going here. Good, good, good. We are rolling in money, so we could start making Melchizedek patriarchs. Agartha did accept. We found caverns of glowing moss, which is a fire spot, I think. Yep. Well, it's something at least. Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna say I recommend this strat, but no, I don't know if we want to do that. Just like shooting fish in a barrel. Baby fish with like birth defects. That's what that's like. Okay. I mean, we probably should split things out some more. Like, the stripling warriors should not be the front line. So they should probably be in their own. So, like, if we do this, then we have this up front. Something like that. I mean, they're different speeds, aren't they? These guys are 9, the defenders, and the swordsmen are 8. So they're a little behind. So if we put these guys slightly ahead. Like that, you know. And then you differentiate. I'm gonna do it basically like that. I think it's probably better. Oh, this all should be. This should all be rear. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna do it that way. Almost ready to get our first Hodag. Painted cave, good. More astral. Earth Mother there. I think we got a lot of routed. I think it trampled a fuck ton. Yeah. Well, 111 died to some sort of effect. Hard to say what exactly. Well, I don't think it was anything one thing. It was the Deer Tribe Warriors, sure, but yeah, they got a lot of kills. Defenders of Liberty, however, got 291 kills and lost 8 of them, so they're pretty good. Striplings, yeah, we didn't give them a great bless. They really wanted Stygian flesh. Yeah, I don't think we can overstate how ridiculous Awe 7 is. Could head down to the Realm of Silence. What are the odds that connects? I don't think it does. But this must connect somewhere. Because we don't see Agartha's capital, so he... I don't know, he must be somewhere down there. Alright, I'll take the time to go down there. It does beg the question of how much I want to invest in striplings. They're not super good. That was it. That was the Realm of Silence. Okay. Yeah. I mean, we're doing pretty well because it's all pretty easy. We may as well get Conjuration 4. And then just Evocation. I think you could go take this yourself, to be honest. Ooh, there's also Godhaven. Oh, yeah, wait a minute. We got construction. Let's go back. We'll get him some items, including Ring of Water Breathing. He'll pop down here, pop this. I think we got this in the bag, man. I'm gonna have these guys slurp up a few more of these warriors. And go back home. And then head out and take Strong Bay. And we should win by that point. Right, so let's make him some gear then. For armor, we want something lightweight. Something relatively low encumbrance that's useful. Oh, I don't know. Black Dragon Scale Mail. It's 16 protection, 6 hit points for 1 encumbrance. But so is the Red Dragon Scale Mail. But we don't really need fire resist. You have any other options here? Not really. Everything's gonna be... I mean, he might be able to make something, so... Okay. For a helmet... Probably just the Crown of Lead, I suppose. Is fine. He's got a two-handed sword, I believe. Yep, so no shield. He's got his weapon of choice. That's fine. Boots. There is the Boots of Stone for some extra help against magical damage if it crops up. It'll put his natural protection at 10. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. But he can also make Boots of the Messenger. So he'll probably want to make that. Girdle of Might and a Ring of Water Breathing. Oh, he might make the Shambler armor or whatever to give him water breathing. In which case we can get Ring of Reinvigoration or something. But definitely that. Okay, mostly he's going to be making his own shit. Yeah, I guess we could bring along some mages. Just for fun. I don't think I really need it, but I'll bring along a couple more earth mages. Agartha's capital is there. Okay, he's 100% going to war with us. He has no other way out. We'll see if we can't hold down the fort. Disease is spreading. We lost Morovia. Dominion change. What the fuck is happening? We lost Morovia? What? How is that possible? They took over the fort without a shot fired? My ass. Oh no, maybe he does have other ways out. Still, I'd feel more comfortable with a fort here. Alright, so for armor, the Shambler's skin gives him water breathing, 9 protection. So he would lose a lot of protection because he's got Heavenly Plate on. 23 protection, 3 encumbrance. Sort of hard to compare. Yeah, it's basically close to Black Steel full plate. There isn't really much similar to that. Although the Armor of Knights Construction 7 is 20 protection, 3 encumbrance. It does give 6 hit points, which is pretty nice, but yeah, I guess he already has really good armor. I don't think we want to remove that. So then I suppose he doesn't need much, man. He's really good. We just need the Ring of Water Breathing and Boots of the Messenger. Alright, we got Conjuration, so start getting Celestial Angels. It sure doesn't seem like he has another way out, but maybe from Hot Hollows or something, I don't know. Summon Earth Power, Soldier of Steel. Thank you. That's what I want you to do. What the hell is this? Let's move all this further back. Okay. Yep. That's what's happening. Well, I have to break into my own fort. What the fuck? Alright, we are Gucci. Katis took that. Okay, we gotta work fast. And let's also be friends with Katis. Got Shade Beasts and Whites down there. Damn his death magic. Also his capitals right here. What are the odds he hasn't taken a Skepany? We might not actually want to be friends with him. Let me hold off on that offer just for one moment. Because it might still be our best bet of victory. Alternatively, he can teleport. Can we scry, for example? Let's astral project onto Godhaven real quick. We bumped. That's a lot of magic damage. I'm a little concerned about this. Thankfully, Awe is just really insanely good. It's Raw 7. It's just... They don't hand that out too often. Plague Cult is gaining followers in the Grey Forest. Alright, so Godhaven has not been taken, but... he is in a Skepany. I'm gonna go back. I am gonna make friends. I'm gonna teleport onto it. That's what's gonna happen. It's taking me 3 turns to take back my own thing, and he just hit me in Morovia for some reason. Why? What are you thinking? Okay. Cast. I don't have teleport. We're gonna get teleport. There's a well of pestilence somewhere around. Right, so bottom line is he didn't seem to care for my offer, although maybe he just didn't see it. Fucking what is in here that I can't break in? This is ridiculous. There is an insane army inside here that it's like the entire population of the province is like just holed up in this fort. This is stupid. Yeah, we're constantly hoping that that's not taken. Why don't we actually just have it sit there for a few turns so I can see? Well, he hit Morovia again before I went in. What is in here? It's so ridiculous. This is like nothing. What the fuck? Alright, we're Gucci. We're gonna get Thaumaturgy 4 next turn. So I guess we're gonna take Strong Bay this turn. Keep sending messages just to avoid being annoyed. Got the Hodag, we got a bunch of Celestial Angels. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. But I don't think we'll actually use them. Katis accepted, but Ashdod did not, and he hit me in 2 different places. Oh, he's taking that. There's not a doubt in my mind he's taking that one. Jesus, he's got a real fucking hard-on for me. But we took our 3rd throne. He hit Morovia as well at the same time with basically nothing. That was not a balanced division of forces. Pretty obnoxious. Piss off. Alright, let us jump. Yeah, I mean, technically, Ring of Water Breathing is useless now, but I don't have anything else really to equip. Because I forgot to make something else. Could have really used that Ring of Reinvigoration. But I big dumb. Oh, now he accepted. He took a province. He's like, oh, yes, this is good. I am pleased. That was the whole throne, by the way. That was it. That's how you win the game. Our capital got attacked by some shit. That's that. And that is game, ladies and gents. With everybody being our friend. Sure. Alright. Pretty simple stuff. Victory for me. One last battle here. Ow. Dropping falling fires and shit on me. Was that my own guys? That must have been, right? Yeah, they cast Phoenix Power and falling fires on me. Ouch. Oh well. Yeah, that's it. Donut. Done. We got pretty fortunate. We had 2 within a couple spaces of our capital that were pretty easy. Then this one we got a connection on that was also pretty easy. And then this, you know, also within a few spaces of us, technically. Whether we walked through the water or teleported, it was pretty close. And we had an insanely ridiculous pretender. I mean, Virtue is a pretender similar to this. Like a flying angel with a flambeau. That one is already really strong. This is just a more insane version of that. So if we look at, we'll go out of this. If we look at create a pretender god, blah, 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 Zarahemla. All right. So we don't get access to Virtue on this nation. The Ancient of Days has 52 hit points, 23 protection with invulnerable 20. Comes with Fire Astral Nature, Awe 7, and is also sacred. So you can give it a flask and it'll be blessed, which is really easy. He also has free recuperation and the Sword of God, which is basically a better flambeau. Or pretty similar to a flambeau. I don't know. He's got 20 attack, 40 damage on it, though. And he has Combat Caster. All right, now let's try and find a nation that has Virtue as an option. What's likely to have it? I don't know. No. I have no idea who it's connected to, like, Marignon, right? Yeah. So Virtue has 39 hit points, 0 protection out the gate, 25 invulnerable though, so it does have a bit more invulnerable, but the other guy comes with 23 protection, armor, and helmet, 3 encumbrance. Auth 5 instead of Auth 7 is not sacred, does not have recuperation, does not have a third path, and it has 17 attack on its weapon, 29 damage instead of 20 and 40. So, yeah, this thing is already ridiculous. We've used this before, and it's very strong, mostly because of that Awe 5. So you take that and just basically make every aspect of it better. It's kind of ridiculous. Kind of ridiculously powerful. Especially, like, right out the gate. Because the thing with Virtue is, like, it's pretty good right out the gate, but you really would like to have some armor. This guy just has everything. Everything you could want. And he's not even, like, that much more expensive. And he comes with an extra path right away. Yeah, he's pretty ridiculous. As for the nation itself, not bad. You know, I'm not usually like the sort of Hinam, you know, Avite kind of giant nations. I'm not usually that big of a fan. I kind of like the Jotun nations and stuff a bit more, like sort of aesthetically and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, I think it's got a pretty strong roster. You know, the Nephite Swordsman is a very solid kind of heavy infantry choice. This Nephite Archer would be pretty damn capable if that's the only thing you wanted to make. The Mulekite Archer, also not bad, although, yeah, I think the Nephites, 18 protection on them, 21 hit points, 18 damage great bow, range 50, and the 12 attack, 19 damage short sword. This is a very solid, like, mono unit of that. This is all you'd have to make to win a game in single player. Chariots, I don't know. I'm just never really a chariot guy. I know they can be good. I just don't like losing units, and chariots are designed to be lost unless you just make a lot of them. We could have, at a certain point, pivoted, because we had a lot of fucking money. And we could have easily cranked out, like, I don't know, 8 of these a turn or something. Stripling Warriors as non-fort like anywhere with 3 Dominion or higher Sacreds. I think we could have gone much harder. I was just so enamored with that Pretender that kind of warped our decisions a bit. I mean, we won, so I'm not upset about it, but yeah, had you gone with like a Rainbow Mage for a full working man bless with like Stygian Flesh, Enchanted Blood, Blood Surge, attack, defense, all that. I think that is a pretty ridiculous thing because you can easily have hundreds of these, and they'll basically be like some of the best infantry you could get. But the Defenders of Liberty are just a really solid chassis for a Sacred. Pricey, yes, but 23 hit points, 18 protection, 13 defense, 13 MR, 14 morale, 15 attack base, and 30 magic damage base. It's all really strong. I think this should be length 2. I think that's a bug or something. It seems weird that it's length 1. I don't know if there are any two-handed weapons that are length 1. Unless someone wants to correct me. I don't know. Where would I even find that sort of information? I don't know. Who has a length 1 two-handed weapon? I mean, here's a great sword, two-handed weapon, length 2. This is like the template, The Warden of Avalon. This is the fucking template that other guy's based off of. Length 2. I think it's a bug. But even still, like, obviously they got a lot of fucking kills, because having, what we had, like 19 attack, I think. 19 attack, 30 slashing magic damage. Yeah, that's a good combo. And 18 protection, and 23 hit points, and we had like 16 defense. Yeah, it's a pretty good Sacred. But if you can actually get up and have enough pearls to get terrestrial angels out your ass, these things are ridiculously absurd. Like, this is just like an army of virtues almost. Pretty much. I mean, 29 protection versus mundane, 35 hit points, 17 defense. That means with our bless, these things had 20 defense and 19 attack with off 5. 26 armor piercing damage and an AoE. Yeah, these things are ridiculously good, but they're just very expensive. So it's close to being balanced, I guess. I don't know if it could ever be balanced, but if we had played with Divinitas, it would have been pretty fun to have something to generate large amounts of astral pearls so that we could have just used these. But we already were kind of stomping everything anyways. The Hodag seems kind of a random inclusion. I get that it's like Americas and, I mean, I'm happy it's here. It's Wisconsin representing in Dominions. That's cool and all. But yeah, it seems a little random. I don't know. And I don't know how we didn't get to use it in battle. I don't know how good it is. I guess Berserker plus 5, honestly. They have 18 protection. This would all bump up to 13, 12, 13. 13 attack, 23 damage, AoE 1 defense negates is pretty solid. With a Fear Aura. Yeah, honestly, not bad, probably. So, yeah, I think maybe a slightly OP nation. That Pretender is definitely OP. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But fun stuff. My name is Mangg. Game watching has been Dominion 6. I'll see you fine folks next time.